definitely not. I don't know. I don't know why you're the main on this. I don't understand why you're the main on it though. Okay. Mhm. 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 tiki dom, tiki dom, tiki tiki dom, tiki dom, tiki dom. Dom, tiki dozer, dom, tiki dozer. Yeah, yeah, what's happening? Mm. Yeah. Mm. Mm. So, what you saying to me? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Rivers. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hold on. Tawanda school. Give me a second. Say. Hello. Yeah. Okay.
research. Yeah. Cool. I'll be back in 5 hopefully.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
On the microphone, MC, who you gonna call? It's me, S to the P-O.
Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3.
On the microphone, MC, who you gonna call? It's me, S to the P-O. Okay, check, check, 1, 2, 3. I can still hear a little bit of sound in the background. Let me know how it's sounding. I'm talking to you. Let's go.
great as she is, people are getting tired of her, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, you're in the Laura Hill, fam.
Yeah. Always.
Do you know what I mean?
So,
Yeah.
before anything,
Yeah.
because we don't have much time left,
Yeah.
is we have it set up already. So,
Okay.
the main camera is this one
Okay.
for the whole thing. But where are they going to sit and how would you like it done?
Yeah. So performance-wise, obviously, it would be the two of them there, and then that'll be it really. So the mic, essentially, in terms of like the, I think she can depend on which one is the best one. I think for the oud player to kind of sit because his player might be here, and if it makes more sense to bring this here. And then, because this is looks like it's more easier for the vocalist, from what I can see. I don't know, would that be correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do me a favor, sit
Yeah.
all the way back in the chair.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that the framing is
Sure.
correct.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, then I think so. She'll just maybe stay there, and then we'll just replace the oud player.
I don't know if it's because you're tall
Yeah.
or...
Am I out of the shot?
Oh,
they
the
know
framing
it's-
just needs to go up a little bit.
Okay, cool, gotcha. Yeah. Because you know what I won't be able to do it now, but what I would have wanted to do was to record the performance here and then do the podcast there. But now it's obviously complicated. We don't have time anyway, so it's not going to happen. Is this the more central one, or how do you think? Which one is the best one, the better one? For the actual singer.
For the singer?
Where would it be better for her to sit?
I think, that one could be better.
That one's better.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Got it.
yeah. And then I'll focus, there's a second camera
Yeah.
that will just focus in on the singer, basically.
Okay, gotcha. I suppose it's better to have it out and then you can crop in, I suppose, isn't it? So, it's cool.
Okay, so that's cool. If I can just get you to sit in that chair.
Yeah.
That's cool. Perfect. The singer. Let me just show you what it looks like.
Yes. Oh, you got it? Yeah, okay. All right, cool. It's a live feed. Oh, sweet. That's pretty good. Very nice, very nice. Great. All right, thank you, man. Cheers. Let me find. I was going to set up a little BTS roll camera here. Whereabouts do you live, by the way?
Local actually, Crystal Palace.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying, if you don't mind, I just have a BTS camera where I just want to capture everything.
Yeah.
I'm just putting this corner out of the way.
So we're going to have to close down at 2 p.m.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
So we have clients usually afterwards.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
absolutely. Cool. What time is it now?
It's 7 minutes past.
Okay. Maybe what we'll do is let's capture the two performances
Yeah.
straight first.
Mhm.
I obviously wanted to break it down to have that emotional vibe of it, but don't worry, I'm not going to worry too much about doing that. I think capture the two performances while they're sitting there,
Mhm.
and then we'll just wrap up in one whole interview space.
So
supposed to having that.
with the interview, where are you going to be?
So I would ask the oud player to move off because they're not going to be on the scene all the time.
Okay.
So
it's not necessary.
yeah, so he's going to
Yeah.
play the 2 songs.
Yep.
Bounce,
Mm-hmm.
sit here, wherever out the way, and then I'm gonna come in and then I'm gonna sit there and
You
just
sit there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect then.
I think in the next time when we have more time to plan, that's why it helps when to come early. Then you can
Yeah.
actually talk about like
Yeah.
etc. But
Yeah.
else that didn't happen, so we just have to make it short and sharp.
Okay, cool.
But does that sound reasonable?
Yeah,
okay?
that's good. That's good. So in terms of the edit, how are you gonna have it? You're gonna have the interview first.
Yeah. So I wanted it to be. So you tell me. So I wanted it to be one performance first,
Yeah.
and then a short interview, short like 10-15 minute segment of the interview.
Yeah.
Second performance,
Yeah.
and then the last part of the interview, and that's it.
Yeah.
That was the ideally the plan.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Do you think we can still do that?
Yeah. Because obviously in edit, you just switch. You just put part half of it in the first bit,
Yeah.
the music in the middle, or however you want to do it. You
Yeah.
Just put it together. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Cool. Yeah.
It's always good to have just batch it if it's gonna be
Yeah.
a performance.
Yeah.
You don't do it as how you see it on
As I see
TV.
on TV, yeah,
You see what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
do all the performances first,
Yeah, that's
and
it.
then the interview. Or you do
Yeah.
all the interviews first,
And
and
then
then the
the performance.
performances.
That's it.
And then in post production, you put it together to make it look a certain way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's too many moving
too
parts.
many moving parts. Exactly. Yeah.
You have to recalibrate the microphones,
Exactly. Yeah.
the camera, everything. It's very, very technical.
Oh yeah. It's
So
definitely-
even after you come off,
Mhm.
because of the music that's being played and the singing,
Mhm.
it's gonna be different from an interview.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
100%. Yeah.
So we have to just make sure that the volume's set, the level is set
Absolutely.
correctly
Yeah.
for the music playing on each microphone. Then you'll have a different voice to it.
Of
Oh, he's
course.
not even talking.
Yeah,
so
the
it's a
acoustic
different
instrument.
voice. So
Yeah.
we'll have to change that afterwards. So yeah.
Totally got you. That's good.
Yeah, Jamie really likes you, man.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, because he knows, yeah. Over here, this is the reason why, yeah, this.
Oh yeah.
As soon as somebody, we tell them straight away,
100%.
when you come, if you intend to go over, we're going to be charging you for the hour.
Of course.
Even if you go over a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
we're charging you for the whole hour.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And everybody's like, yeah, he's a nice guy though, he's a nice guy. I said, yeah, he's a nice guy, isn't it? Like, I said, yeah, all right, cool. What we saying? He's like, yeah. I said, all right, cool.
Yeah.
So, technically, you may have some grace. On my end,
Yeah.
you have grace.
Yeah.
On his end,
No, yeah.
I'm sure he may give you grace.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like I was saying, even if you guys had said to me, that's it.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
understand. From a business perspective, I respect you guys' business.
Mhm.
You got to run a business.
yeah.
So I don't appreciate it at all. I mean, like I said, I definitely appreciate it, man, from you guys. But yeah, it's some. I literally texted yesterday, like, because I know what she's like, and I was like, literally, you got around 50 minutes beforehand,
Yeah.
so you can come in and be calm and set up and everything, because knowing that everything takes time. But, yeah. Some people, man, it's
It's crazy. It's crazy, man. That's why I always say, you know, like meet up with everybody beforehand
yeah.
to say, let's go out for a meal or a drink, whatever the case
That's
is,
a good shot. Yeah.
and then bring them
And then
into the studio.
yeah.
Don't let them know what time the studio starts.
Just
Just
yeah.
get them in like an hour or so beforehand.
Yeah. So if
If
they run
it's-
late to that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
then
at least
half
they're
an
gonna
hour.
be on time for that.
that's
what
what
the main thing.
So yeah.
That's a key thing. I
I
always say.
think, you know, yeah, I think that's a good shout. There's a Nando's in there as well, so you
Yeah.
can kind of use that as a little
Yeah.
have a drink or something. Like that.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
few bars in that, so that's
So
nice.
there's bars, there's
Yeah.
burger places, there's a
Yeah.
few hosters, whatever the case is.
Mm.
Said, yeah, we're gonna talk about the performances, how we want it to go,
Yeah.
whatever it is. Like in the meantime, if you might have never met them before, so
Yeah.
it's good to just warm up to the person.
Totally. Yeah.
And then even if they're late to that, they can't. They should never be late to the main thing.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's a good shout, man. You live and you learn it. That's a very good way of doing it for sure.
Yeah.
I'll definitely do that next time for sure. Yeah. 'Cause when people are coming from all over the place as well, you just don't know what's going to happen.
Don't know.
But the thing is, because I know what it's like traveling, so I'm like, yesterday I checked last night, and I set my time to this morning.
Yeah.
And this morning, as soon as I wake up, I'm like, let me check my map again
Yeah.
to make sure there's no accidents or nothing down the road, so you know. So as soon as you're getting ready,
Yeah.
like I usually give myself 2 hours to be here, even though it takes an hour.
Yeah.
Take yourself 2 hours, so
You have to
you have to, man.
trust. I've been on so many sets.
Mm.
And I'm like, do you know how much what money is just being pissed
Right.
away on sets? Because, especially for music artists,
Oh,
they're always late. And you're like,
Honest, man.
wow.
I'm telling you, man. Everyone's time, everyone just standing there for that extra hour.
Yeah.
Man. Can you imagine? Can you imagine?
And then you got to think here, you're paying the light engineer, the sound
Yeah.
engineer, like the studio.
Studio time, yeah, you booked it.
Everybody is being paid basically, and because you're late,
Yeah.
and I don't know how it works with where your budget's coming from. That's paying for it.
Yeah.
You may be the artist, but you're not paying for it directly.
Yeah.
So-
Eventually, yeah. So this is why it's hard to feel sorry for artists sometimes, because you and I know the business. And so
Yeah.
when an artist starts crying about, they charge me for this and that, but meanwhile you were being very, very unprofessional.
Yeah.
And not showing up on time. Hello? Yeah, you there? Yeah. Okay, sure. I'll come out your way. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Yes. Thank you.
So sorry for being that late. Thank you so much. Wow.
I think you are on the left hand side.
Okay.
So what we're gonna do, guys, we've got only 40 minutes basically. So
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, you got 2 songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So we're just gonna batch record so those 2 songs. We're not gonna have the break in between.
Cool.
Yeah, just record record those 2 songs, and then we'll just chat for like maybe half an hour max.
Cool, perfect.
Because they're booked at 2 p.m. So.
Okay,
it's good,
perfect. Yeah.
Cool, I hope you got those vocal cords ready.
Yeah, they are.
Cool. It's all set up.
Yeah, that's why it's worth the drive. You know, I was saying to
Looks
the guys,
beautiful,
like, you
man.
don't have many places to
Yeah.
find out. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Yeah. Do you have to plug that in as well? Or?
I've got a little contact pickup
Okay.
with like a little box of effects.
Oh.
That was.
Okay.
But if we don't have all that, that's also cool.
Because we've done it without the.
Okay. Because that mic will pick up. We should pick up if you put it right there, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very good mic. So
Cool,
if you
we'll
don't
go with
have
that,
to-
yeah.
do the
And then we'll leave the effects for this time, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you plug the effects into the interface?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then set up and then we have a look.
If you're tight on time, might be a little better to.
Okay.
It'll take a little bit to set up, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's okay.
It really doesn't want to work.
Should
What's
I
going on?
hold it?
One second. You're still spinning.
Do you need some more in your life?
Oh, can I have some water, please?
Cool. Can I just pop in the fridge then?
Yeah, there should be some water here.
Oh, okay. Bacon doesn't need any water, does he?
All good, all good.
Take your fingers.
It's moistened up.
Do you want me to introduce the songs first, or yeah?
Yeah, it just that'd be best. I think, yeah, we'll talk more about it obviously in between.
Okay.
Yeah, just introduce the song.
Cool. Perfect.
Perfect.
Nice.
If I can get you to just, oh, I don't know how it's gonna work.
Put me where you like.
Yeah, come a bit closer to this side.
Cool.
Yeah.
More very. That's good for you, right? Oh, is it?
That's too much. It's got it.
No, go. Yeah.
It's like he's a bit out of focus.
My soul left my body a while ago. Still I'm standing here in front of you. Death taught my eyes to perceive sorrow. That's why I call us souls have surrounded me since I came into this world. Quietly singing into my ear, huddling there in each one of my curls. Those souls are
Looks. Yeah. Looks one. Yeah.
عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو. Yeah. مين دخلك يا قال لي يا نونو، خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو، خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو. قلت له انت من وين؟ قال لي من حدود السما. قلت له جاي من وين؟ قال لي من بيت الجيران. قلت له رجعتك وين؟ قال لي من نفس هرطان. قلت له جاي من وين؟ قال لي من بيت الجيران.
When it's time to switch over, yeah, just I'll come anyway. No, I can see it. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem.
on and start speaking. But how we want to start the podcast anyway is we want to have you guys start off bang into a performance.
Okay.
And then we chat.
Okay, cool.
Chat afterwards, yeah? So you're gonna do 2 performances, and then we'll edit it and then put the other one in the middle.
Yeah.
And then so we'll I'll have my time on so we can have a look at what.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you're ready, guys.
Okay, cool. Should I introduce the song before? Okay. So this first song is called عصفور طل من الشباك. It's actually a folk song, an Arabic folk song. And it's about this little bird that comes to this little girl's window trying to hide from a threat or something. And she asks her basically, hide me and protect me. عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو قلت له انت من وين قال لي من حدود السما قلت له جاي من مين قال لي من بيت الجيران قلت له خايف من مين قال لي من القفص هربان قلت له انت من وين قال لي من حدود السماء عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو. Thank
Are
you.
you happy with that performance?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Great. If you need to warm up a little bit more, because your performance is the main thing,
Mm-hmm.
you can take a minute to do that if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
For the next one. So,
yeah, one more. Can I just?
Yeah.
There's a blank spot in the song that I'm like.
that's right, yeah.
عصفور. Oh, there you go. من بيت الجيران قلت له خليني Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's do it again. Yeah? So this first song is called عصفور طل من الشباك, and it's an Arabic folk song and also a lullaby that my mum used to sing me. It's been a big part of my set over the past few months. And yeah, let's go. عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو قلت له انت من وين قال لي من حدود السما قلت له جاي من وين قال لي من بيت الجيران قلت له خايف من مين قال لي من القفص هرطان قلت له ريشتك وين قال لي فرفتها الزمان عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو عصفور طل من الشباك وقال لي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني دخلك يا نونو. Good, yeah.
That was the same song, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. So that's perfect. Happy with that.
Yeah.
So we'll use the second.
Yeah,
thing.
the second one. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
Right. Next one is well, I'll just
Hey, can you want some more of it? I'll just tease
I'm
you.
all good. I'm all good.
Nice play, beautiful play, brother.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
This next song, I wrote it a while ago. It's about lost souls and how souls of your ancestors can have an impact on the way that you actually interact with people and how you make choices. Yeah, it's called Lost Souls. نحنا بالأرض أحسن زيتون منحني بس لنبص التراب نحنا بالأرض أحسن زيتون منحني بس لنبص التراب. My soul left my body a while ago. Still I'm standing here in front of you. Death taught my eyes to perceive sorrow. And that's why the color is deep blue. Souls have surrounded me since I came into this world, quietly singing into my ears, huddling there in each one of my curls. Those men are in pain, but their words are unclear. So I keep them all in my head, and instead of getting rid of them, I slowly become one of those men. One of those men. Your soul left your body a while ago. Because of all the pain we went through. We'll still sing into your ears tomorrow. Engraved on your mind like a tattoo. نحنا بالقارد أحسن زيتون منحني بس لنبص التراب نحنا بالقارد أحسن زيتون نحنا بالقارد أحسن زيتون بنحني بس لنبص التراب Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wow, that was wow, yeah. There's I don't know, I have to get that song weird, haunting somberness to that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save the talk for the podcast.
Yeah.
You want to hear more about it?
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about the first one first. Callum's gonna come in a minute.
Okay, cool.
And then we're gonna sit up there. And if you want to sit over here,
Yeah.
okay, you're okay. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. Are you happy with it?
You're happy with
I'm 100% happy.
I was always saying the performance part is the most important part.
Yeah.
Sorry. Of everything that we're doing. So, yeah.
So cool.
Okay, I'm ready for, do you want me to pass you,
If you could, that'd be awesome, man. Thank you.
Race, yeah? Yeah, done, yeah. Get cozy. I'll move this if I snap something out. Does it? Will you adjust that?
Just however you're going to be.
Yeah.
Is this it?
This is, yeah. Is that right, yeah? Lovely, yeah.
That distance, so you should be fine.
Great.
With that, I don't know how it looks on camera.
Yeah.
Just have a look. Yeah, that looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine itself.
Right,
Okay, cool.
So,
So I'm just gonna have to check. the
yeah,
volume.
absolutely, yeah. So I'm a bit of a loud talker, so is this all right? Yeah, I'm gonna get a bit.
Keep talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a bit animated. I was gonna say we're gonna talk about the first song, which is a lullaby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And you're gonna, yeah. Do you want Yaz to talk as well, or is she all right?
Please.
Yeah, keep talking as
No,
well.
you talk
Okay.
yourself.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay,
you can
well,
just,
like,
go for it.
I'll just explain briefly the first song then. It's just like,
Speak at the same time. Okay.
Yeah, gotcha.
it's
gotcha.
about,
We're just gonna be
it's
chaotic
about
right
like
now.
just
Uh,
a lullaby that my mum used to sing
cool,
to me.
Cool. I'm gonna be very rude and just cutting you off like
Yeah.
in the interview like this. No, I'm not gonna
No,
do
no.
it. Yeah, perfect.
Perfect. We're still good to
Lovely.
go.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're good to go. And
Lovely.
let me just do a double clap.
No,
just
yeah.
whoever's editing.
I can't see the timer. That's the only thing I can't see. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get-
142.
yeah.
You wanna-
Yeah, because I can so I can wrap it up. So I don't want to run over your time. That's perfect. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thanks very much. Cheers. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you just real quick,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna dive right into it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Welcome back, guys. This is the Artist Podcast. My name is Tawanda, and we're back again today with a special guest poster performance. It's the first of many, and I'm here today with Yaz. Yaz,
Hi.
how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great. Thanks. I mean, honestly, I've been trying to get you on the pod for a while, and
Thank
I'm
you
glad
so
we
much.
persevered. Because I was telling everyone, I was telling Callum, I was like, look, we got a dope singer, and I would so love to have her be the first one that's on the podcast.
Thank you.
So it was a lot of grief, but sometimes these things have to, they take time because you got a lot of performances going on. So I'm happy to have you on.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm so happy to be here as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's dive right into the music, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna tell the audience a bit about you, and I wanted you to tell us about that first song because you were, is it French born?
Yeah, I mean, in a Palestinian household.
In a Palestinian house. That's how I read your story, and I thought that's very interesting. So from your own background, Palestine and the Palestinian culture plays a massive role.
Yeah, definitely. So both my parents are Palestinian. I grew up there when I was younger, and then because of the second Intifada, I had to move out. Thank you.
Yeah.
You want to start?
Yes, to do it again.
Yeah.
So you can just describe that part from the beginning.
Okay, so both my parents are Palestinian. So I was born in France, in south of France, and then because they didn't want me to have like the Palestinian papers because it would have been like a bit of a problem for us after like in our life, so they just wanted to have like that security of us like being able to travel everywhere and everything else. And then we moved to Palestine when I was like right after I was born, and we stayed there until the second Intifada, and it became a bit too dangerous for us to stay there, especially because my brother and I were really young. So we just moved back to Paris and lived there in a tiny, tiny flat with my grandma, my brother, my mum and my dad. And from then I just grew up in France basically.
Gotcha. So I suppose growing up, not the easiest of starts, to say the least.
Not at all.
With everything going on. So how was it? I mean, obviously France. I mean,
well, I've got a bit of like a complicated story because my grandpa on my mum's side was the Palestinian ambassador in France, and he was also like he was a member of the PLO, so the Palestinian Liberation Organization.
Oh.
And he got killed when my mum was like 1 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
In Paris. Because my mum grew up in Paris as well, and so my grandma never had like a good reputation because obviously like Palestine was not considered as like one of the good ones.
Yeah.
And so we always had to live in, like, me and my brother were politically aware at a very young age because of our story and everything else. So like growing up in France, and obviously like racism happening there and everything else, was just a bit weird. But we own the fact that we're Palestinians and we're really proud of it. So we will always be like able to scream it, and just like show it to people. And
I admire that. I think now more than ever, right? We're in a time where there's a lot going on there, and it's I can imagine just the sheer horror that we've seen in the conflict. And I think any person who is human or humane can say that part of war is never nice. It's never justifiable. The killing of innocent people is not something that we can never say, regardless of what's happening up there at the top level. The killing of innocent people is never something that we want to see. So I know that you're proudly Palestinian. That's one of the things that you've said to me. I've seen a lot of your posts, and I follow you on Instagram and social media and everything else. And I see it, and it's also one of the reasons why I thought it was very important to give you the chance to say something.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
No, absolutely. Because I think our platform is built to give artists the opportunity to tell the truth from their experience and what they're going through.
Yeah, definitely.
So I do want you to speak about it. And obviously I heard your first song, and I did say to you that there was a somber, haunting feel to some of your music that
Yeah.
I've heard.
Yeah.
And a lot of your music is influenced by how you grew up, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me a bit about that side of things connecting to the music?
So it's all about, it's a long process that I've done during therapy. During therapy, I found out about transgenerational trauma. So it's like a trauma that has been like passed on from generation to generation. Sometimes not even with words, but like with acts, with the way that our parents or our grandparent would react to like a certain situation, or the way that like we were transmitted like songs and stuff like that. Like folk songs are really a big part of that. And so I tried to like put all of that in my music to understand my roots, and also understand the way I was acting, basically the way why was I reacting so harshly to certain comments or stuff like that about Palestine. And it's all about like, for example, my family has been through like a lot of like trauma.
You can imagine.
But we never really talked about it. It was mostly hidden, and it was always shown through acts. For example, my father would never really talk about like what happened with his family, but he would still in some ways like react in different ways. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really weird. It's like this reaction that he has to like, I don't know, like the sound of a plane, or like the sound of like something that triggers him, and then is passed on to us, me and my brother. So like the importance of sounds as well, like in it, is really like, it's, you don't realize how much you can get transmitted through sounds. And yeah, I think I just wanted to like recreate that in my music, give that kind of feeling in my music, because that's just the way I grew up, and I was like, it would be nice to represent this as well.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel that in your music. I mean, there are some songs that are written that feel like you're transported into a space. And when I was listening to one of the songs that you did, and I was like, man, you know, I kind of closed my eyes, and it took me to a different place, and it allows you to experience some kind of sorrow, you know. So that's powerful, and I think for you to be able to relate that to someone who hasn't experienced that, that tells a story in itself.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah. So how does your music, I mean, obviously your music is, I understanding your background, I know a bit more about it, but how does your music, what part of your music do you want to, what message in your music do you want to communicate to your audience?
I think I would like to give more light to Arab and Palestinian artists in general, just because they're emerging right now. You can see a lot of artists like growing from Palestine, for example, Iliana, Saint Levant, they're all like pop artists, and they don't really talk about, sometimes they do talk about Palestine in their songs, but they also talk about like other subjects, like such as like just like every single common life subject. And it's quite nice to see that they have now the platform to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I think that would be my aim as well for me in music, just having the platform to represent me and my culture and my background without constantly having to talk about like, you know, death and sad stuff.
Yeah.
But for now, this is how I started, because obviously I had to like go through that. But yeah, I tried to put a lot of references to Arabic music in general, the use of maqams, akin on wood, every single, like, there's just tiny details, even the way that I sing, sometimes I'm just, yeah, I don't know, I just try to put, like, some references of that in my music.
Yeah, I can certainly see how that I mean, I certainly picked that up. And I think that's what you just said there, just catching on that, because you mentioned how sometimes we are not all able to to put it into words. Like even me as an individual, there's certain things that happen in the world in parts of Africa where I'm from, and I can't really say exactly typing down an Instagram post or to Facebook or whatever. But you can sing a song,
Exactly.
and without saying too many words, people can feel the emotion of exactly not just what you're feeling, but probably what other people who are watching are feeling.
Yeah.
And I think that is for me one of the biggest goals of music. I think music can do that.
Yeah.
And I think you do that super, super well.
Thank you.
So tell me about the song that you're going to share with us next.
So عصفور طل من الشباك is a folk song. It's about so it says the first lyric is عصفور طل من الشباك اللي يا نونو خبيني عندك خبيني داخلك يا نونو. And it means a little bird came by my window and it asked me to hide it, to protect it. This song is a really old folk song that a lot of like really great artists, like Arab artists, have like covered. For example, Marcel Khalife. He's just amazing. And this song was a lullaby that my mum used to sing us. And I did not realize until I grew up how dark this song was, because basically the bird is running away from a threat, like something he's scared of, and he's asking the little girl to hide it, to protect it. And it's like my mum always sung us this to like make us fall asleep, and I was like, okay, this is a bit dark now. I get it, and I'm like, yeah. But then after that, we talked about it, and she was just saying that she always saw that little bird as like Palestine, basically. And yeah, she just was really attached to that song for that reason. And in my set, I always try to perform it first, like as a first song, because it's the beginning of all the transgenerational trauma. Basically, it's like this lullaby, this folk song, has been transmitted to us without us knowing really the meaning of it. But once you grow up, you kind of understand it all, and then you're like, oh, okay, so that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's powerful. Why don't we take a moment to listen to that song? Yeah. Great. That will transition to that second song. And you already sort of described it, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But if you want to take just 30 seconds just to kind of tell you, I'll ask you what that song makes you feel, and then just spend like a minute on it, and then we'll talk about what's next.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
The other song, not the... What song are you
Which song are you describing now?
The first one that we did.
You're describing the first one that you did. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Right. We might miss up some bits here, but that's fine. Don't worry too much about it. Let's just... Yeah, we've got 5 minutes, so we're going to just talk about where you're going next with this. Right?
Okay.
So yes, that was a powerful song, and I'll repeat it again. I think there's some, as you described it, there's a very sort of, although it's a lullaby in some ways and it's kind of haunting and somber, and there's a lot of that music that you've described. You like to open with that, but I also know there's a lot of other music that you make as well.
Yeah.
So to those that are watching and listening, and you might think, oh well, I don't want to feel sad all the time. Let's reassure them that it's not always sad with Yaz all the time. I've heard some of your other songs, and the vibe that I get is completely different.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that and tell us what you're working on?
Right now, I've been working on a few songs that are like more upbeat, jazzy ones. I've been working with this new bass player that I have. He's amazing, and I've been trying to like also get in touch with the Western side. Just it's about more common life subjects, like easier to deal with. Some of them are about love, some of them are just about like not knowing what to do with your life, basically. They're still a work in progress, but hopefully they'll be out soon. I'm probably going to perform them in March. So I've got a few gigs coming up.
Oh.
So yeah.
Excellent. Would that be more out of your comfort zone then, that kind of stuff? How do you feel?
I think so, a little bit, yeah. But it's good. It's like it's rewarding when you perform on stage and you're like, oh, okay, so can do other stuff.
Yeah.
I can do different genres without like struggling. Yeah. Because also like I've got an amazing band. Like all the musicians that I play with are insane. So.
I've heard them, and if you want to check Yaz out, I mean, we're going to talk about that, but I've heard them and they're amazing. So you got a lot of jazz influences, obviously. So to those that may be listening, and if you're a fan of jazz music, like fans of Yeba, for example, is one of your influences, who I love.
Yeah.
Yeba is an amazing vocalist. If you're a fan of that kind of music, then you definitely check out Yaz.
Thank
Yaz,
you.
where can we find you?
So you can find me for now on Instagram at the Yasminism with a Z for Yaz.
Put that right down there in the beginning. So, yeah.
And on TikTok as well with the same username. I do not have anything out yet, but I'm planning to release it in April.
Gotcha.
A single.
Gotcha. Well, I think I'll definitely be paying attention to that. And so let me know. And hopefully we'll have you back on maybe. Who knows,
Thank you so
performing
much.
again some of your other different genre. And I think it'll be good to the audience to kind of listen to that as well.
Thank you.
And I promise you guys, it won't, I mean, there's a lot more coming from Yaz, trust me. If you haven't heard, I mean, if you want to hear a great vocalist, I mean, we're in the studio right now. It's a bit of a small, intimate space, but you have some real belters. I've described your voice, honestly, no joke. I've described your voice to some people as like, it sounds like Adele.
What?
Oh, honestly, and I'm not even trying to flatter you because I don't flatter people. I love your vocals.
Thank
And when I
you.
hear you play with your band, it's like, oh yeah, it really hits. So,
Thank you so much.
I look forward to seeing that music. I look forward to hearing more of your music coming through as well.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
No problem. Guys, this was Yaz. I'll put the links below where you can find Yaz. Yasmin, thank you so much.
Thank you, honestly.
popping
Really
in
appreciate it.
and for
Thank
performing for us on our first the artist podcast with the singers' performances.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing more of your stuff. Akin sitting right over there. Thank you so much, man, for performing with us. We appreciate you. Great playing. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. There'll be much more episodes coming through. So stick around. If you haven't liked or if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then I please ask you to subscribe, like, and share with someone else that you think would like it as well. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Love you as always. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yes.
you, honestly.
Yeah, no problem.
That was
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, short and sweet.
Yeah,
Short and sweet.
I'm glad.
But
Sorry, we didn't have
that-
much time, but
honestly, it happens. I mean, we made it happen.
Yeah.
We made it happen. Trust me,
glad.
the things that sometimes I feel like I've had artists perform. I've had things happen where I thought, oh, this is going to be great, and then it's completely flopped. And then I've had things which I thought, oh man, this was frustrating because we didn't do what we needed to do, and then it went, phew, and people actually responded to it. So I'm happy that we did it anyway.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to push through
Yeah.
the difficulty,
definitely.
you know, and just come through and do it. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
so much.
really, really
Yeah.
appreciate
No,
it.
thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Everything okay? Yeah, everything okay. So, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, this is wicked.
Yeah, so nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
Hopefully I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys at some point. Hopefully I'll try
Yeah.
and come to because most of your performances, unfortunately, if they're in the midweek, I struggle to get to
I
those in
know.
the evenings. So
I know.
difficult. I only have like Fridays and Saturdays free. Really.
There's one on
Yeah.
Friday,
Yeah.
I think, in Sydenham.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's quite far though.
Yeah, I mean, usually if I'm down south, I'll try and make it down. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
What was the name of the podcast?
Oh, the artist podcast.
Artist
Yeah.
podcast.
Yes.
Is it gonna be on YouTube?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah. No.
That was great. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
No problem. Thank you.
Just wondering where the toilets are.
Yeah. So if you want to wait, then we'll just go out together. Awesome. Yeah. These guys are gonna have to.
Do you have everything again? Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine. Don't walk away with that. You know, I did that in Richmond. Walked off without it. And
Oh
then
my god. Did you have to drive back?
like a month later, because I could track it down. And the woman got in touch like a month later and was like, "Is this yours?" And I was like, "Yeah." That was for the gig actually in the fundraiser.
Oh.
I don't even have it.
So what's your day looking like, guys?
Performance was awesome.
Thank
By the way.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gavin.
Thank you.
Captain 3 there, so I think we'll use the. Anyway, you see it on the edit anyway.
Three?
We'll use the.
I thought it was two.
Yeah, there were two
but
songs.
Two.
Two takes of
Two takes
Takes
of
of
the
the
one.
first
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
so
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
use the second take of the first one,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So I think that was.
Fine, do the rest. Okay, sing it as-
Oh.
No, honestly, thank you so much. Sorry for being late as well.
I'll let you guys out and then we'll go out together. Thanks so
Yeah.
much.
Lunch for me. Oh my
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you. So yourself, I need to go last word, right?
love.
Take it easy. Go on, leave it.
Take it down.
I mean, don't worry about it. We'll just see ourselves out.
Yeah.
He's got to use the gents and I'll use the gents.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
All right. Have a safe journey.
I'll
Yeah.
speak to you soon, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Take it easy.
Yeah.